Hey, what's happening, guys? This is RRPG here, and as you can tell, yep, it's time for another boxing since I have the camera positioned at this angle here. And this is one of the last few videos in the live action segment where you will actually see the video footage like this, as I am going to be upgrading to a brand new camera coming soon, but I won't tell you which I'm going to upgrade to, as I will leave that as a surprise. But anyway, right before I do the unboxing for Street Fighter V, the Collector's Edition that I pre-ordered and paid off at GameStop, I wanted to show you another Collector's Edition that I got right here for this game. Now this is The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Now the Legend of Heroes series is a series that was done by the creators of the Ys franchise, what they call themselves, Nihon Falcom, whereas in the US they're just called Falcom right here. Let me see if I can try to adjust that. Yeah, there we go. Get it at a good angle here. Now it's kind of hard to see because of this having a metallic look to it with the box art, as you can see. But yes, we will be doing an unboxing of this, and just so you know, I've never played the Legend of Heroes series. I heard it was a really good series in Japan, and it managed to make its way to the US. And it's been getting some really good reception amongst the Western fan base. They haven't been doing really good in terms of sales, except for Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky on Steam, which that has seen a lot better success for Xseed Games, because I still like Xseed as a publisher, and they put out some really good content. But let's just take a look at what we have here. So this is what they call, I think, is the Lionheart Steelbook Edition, if I'm not mistaken. But this is what the regular box of it looks like. This is the PS3 version, by the way, as I do not have the PS Vita version, which this game did come out on PS Vita, and you can also play it on the PlayStation TV, which plays Vita games, in case of most of you who don't know about what that product is. But as you can see, it looks like it's got a crest here from the Erebonian Empire. I guess it was one of the one of the empires in Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky that actually had a huge presence. This one has a much bigger presence than before, and as you can tell on the sides here, we can see that the Trails of Cold Steel logo and packaging is still on there, but still it's kind of hard to see because of the reflection from this. It kind of looks like a mirror, but you can actually see on the left side there's nothing to it. And as you can see on this side, we actually got ourselves a look at some of the characters. And with the Lionheart Edition, I guess that's what they call it now, it says we get an exclusive color art book, the Erebonian Empire pen, and a collector's case for storing this game and the sequel. Now, the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, I think there's 3 games in this series, and we are getting the sequel soon. Not sure when, but this game came out last year, and all 3 games in Trails in the Sky already released through the PSP, and they're currently releasing through Steam as of right now. But I think this is actually the first Legend of Heroes game that's to be rendered in 3D, but I could be mistaken. But, you know, it kind of does look cool for what it is, and on the bottom, still, it's kind of like this side, but you don't actually see anything. So let's go ahead and open up this bad boy and see what's inside. And I'm using the tweezers again, as you can plainly see, so I'll just do it that way, since I found it to be the most easiest method in trying to open this, and I don't want to use my hands to actually open up the cellophane packaging. But let's go ahead and just open this up, and it seems like it's opening up nice and easy here. And if we open it up here, you can actually see it says the Erebonian Empire pin inside. Show your support for either the noble or reformist factions while sporting the emblem of our mighty empire. Remove the spacer box to make room in your collector's case for the sequel to this game. Complete the saga with Trails of Cold Steel 2. So I guess there's only 2 games in the series, but I think I heard there is a 3rd game, but I kind of wonder whether or not Xseed is going to put out a 3rd game if they continue to survive. I don't want them to go away, because they said that when they were publishing the Trails in the Sky, they almost went bankrupt because the sales weren't catching on to the PSP, but they actually did a lot better when they released them through Steam. So hopefully we actually do see the entire series make it to the West. But let's see what we got here. So this is this kind of a opening here, or it sounds like there's something that's coming from within this thing, and yes, the pen is in here. So let me go ahead and pull this out, and it says it's made in China, and you can actually see the Trails of Cold Steel logo on it, and this is the Erebonian Empire pen. It actually looks pretty cool. It's it looks like one of those pins, yep, that you can actually just pull off the latch and just clip it onto your shirt. But personally, I won't wear this to work or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that the folks at XC, they actually do wear this when they're at work because they, want to show their support of this series. But yeah, this is actually a pretty cool pen, so definitely good to have in the collection. And here we have the game cover and the discs disc that's inside, and you can actually see there's a lot of detail going on there in the packaging, and I really do like that game packaging actually has art that they can show off instead of just like realistic figures, because I think that really does kill box art. I mean, if you take a look at an example like Ubisoft with the Imagine series, you can actually see that they have realistic figures on the front cover, and just having figures like that for a video game, when most video games they're either done in 2D sprites or hand-drawn graphics or even in 3D visuals, they usually tend to have more of a solid presence on the box art, whereas live action figures, no. And as you can see, the Trails of Cold Steel sign is on the front there, or on the spine, which is actually pretty cool. And we actually get a little bit of synopsis of this game, and it says, control the fate of an empire. Chosen as founding members of the esteemed Thor's military academy's experimental class 7, Ryan Schwarzer and his classmates are, or Rian Schwarzer, or whatever, and his classmates are tasked with rooting out the myriad political troubles that fester just beneath the surface of the Erebonian Empire. As their studies lead them deeper into the nation's woes, they'll face opposition from nobles, armies, insurgents, and even their own families. Because of Thor's, it takes more than straight A's to make the grade. This time, it might take saving their country from ruin. And and it says link abilities to your allies with your allies to destroy powerful foes, and a vast storyline for Legend of Heroes and the newcomer, and for the fans and newcomers alike, and explore a massive, diverse world, and dangerous too. And yeah, from what I heard, the the Legend of Heroes series, they are very heavily story-driven, and the gameplay for this type of game, and even Trails in the Sky, they are actually more turn-based. So if you're familiar with games like Final Fantasy or even Dragon's Quest, then you're probably going to find a love for this type of game. So let's go ahead and open this up, see what's in the inside. And because on the back it did say there that the cover is reversible through the spine, but we might as well get a look to see what is all in there. Get the cellophane out of the way. And yeah, as you can see, got the manual here, and that looks like it actually does display a lot of things, kind of like story and gameplay and that kind of stuff, which was something I complained during my unboxing during Final Fantasy Explorers, the Collector's Edition, that the game didn't even have that much of an instruction manual to give all sorts of things. And you can actually see the disc. It actually looks pretty cool. Looks like you're in a flower field where there's a kingdom there. And this is what the reverse cover looks like. And yeah, I have to say this actually looks pretty cool, but it doesn't give you the information in the back, unless if you just want to actually have nothing on the back, if you want just all of this to be in just really good anime form. So yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. And the disc right here, you can actually see, it actually looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that aside. Oh, I almost forgot. This needs to go back in. So set that aside. And last but not least, the art of Cold Steel. And you actually see main characters in there, so you actually do see their, you can actually see, a lot of the characters, the profiles, and detailed information could be considered spoilers, so I'm not really going to, go into the pages all that much. I'm just kind of, going through a fast motion right there. But yeah, it does give the art of the characters, and you can actually see there's a little bit of a back too. But yeah, this actually does look pretty cool. And with that out of the way, I think that will be all for my unboxing of this game. Now, I don't know when I'm going to get to Trails of Cold Steel. I may get to that as soon as I get done with episode 4 of my Final Fantasy retrospective, but then again, I'm probably going to be doing numerous live streams of Final Fantasy Explorer, so that way I can show it off, play it for all of you, and just have fun and that kind of stuff, because I kind of had that on my mind since Final Fantasy is on my mind at this moment in time. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and be on the lookout for episode 4 coming very soon. Well, I wouldn't say very soon, but it is coming soon. It's now going into the post-production phase very soon, and be on the lookout for more content coming from me in the future that you won't find anywhere else. And if you like this unboxing, or if you like any of my videos, then be sure to hit this like button, or hit the like button underneath this video, as well as leaving your positive and negative feedback down in the comments. And also subscribe to my content while you're at it too. Just hit that little subscribe button near my username, and you will be subscribed to more content coming from me in the future, like I said, which you won't even find anywhere else. Until next time, this is Double RPG signing off, saying Godspeed and Game On Gamers, and I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.